third day of Tzu Chi's Work for Relief program after Typhoon Goni continues in the Philippines. Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital holds year-end blessing ceremony with stories from organ recipients. I'm Sean Scanlan. This is DaAi Headlines. Tzu Chi's Work for Relief program to clean up Typhoon Goni in the Philippines continues for the third day. Here's more.
Lining up to receive cleaning supplies, the residents of Basud Barangay with the experience from the day before are eager and spirited to get started at the task at hand.
Tzu Chi, Tzu Chi, Tzu Chi! Tzu Chi, Tzu Chi, Tzu Chi!
Motivated to clean, everyone quickly gets to work. Inside Basud Elementary School, many of the parents of the students are eager to clean the school so the children can return to classes soon.
Thank you so much po sa Tzu Chi Foundation. Malaking tulong, napakalaking tulong po ang ginawa ninyo.
They not only help us restore the school, but it's also paying the barangay residents, giving us jobs so we have an income. It makes us look forward to a better tomorrow.
Inside the campus, there is a group of people working away on lunch, as many of the residents haven't had a hot meal since the disaster hit. As work for relief is laborious, refueling for energy is a must.
On behalf of the Barangay Council of Basud, we would like to thank you.
After the typhoon, we were helpless and didn't think anyone would come help us. But Tzu Chi is here giving us work, giving us food. I want to thank Tzu Chi on behalf of the residents of Basud Barangay for helping us out tremendously.
Yung mga taga Barangay Basud.
When Mayan volcano erupted, Tzu Chi was here. Now they have returned to help us after the typhoon.
So palagay ko, ang sabi nga nila, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So thank you so much for all the support.
As the devastation covers a large area, Tzu Chi is not only enacting work for relief in Basud Barangay, but also in Taipei Barangay. In Taipei, a local charity organization by the name of Kabalikat Civicom also joined to help the cleanup.
Having this disaster on top of the pandemic makes life very difficult for the local residents. This is why we are thankful for the master, as well as the Tzu Chi volunteers in Manila for coming to help this city.
With this money, I can pay for stuff in life, such as food for my mother and formula for my kid.
Working to restore their hometown, the residents are all smiles as they receive their pay for the day. It is hoped this love continues to spread as their hometown is restored.
To celebrate the 26th anniversary of the Tzu Chi Philippines Chapter, Tzu Chi volunteers, TIMA members, and others joined a prostrating pilgrimage. Let's take a look.
To welcome the dawn, everyone at the Tzu Chi grounds of the Philippines Chapter bows every 3 steps with the most pious heart and walks to the front of the Jinshi Hall to celebrate its 26th anniversary.
Because of the pandemic, our water repentance performance was canceled, yet the volunteers' hearts remain unchanged as they have been doing disaster relief throughout the year.
In this turbulent year, volunteers are determined to help those in need. There are 160 people participating in the annual prostrating pilgrimage.
My blood pressure fluctuates, sometimes high, but sometimes low. Eventually, I decided to come because I think this is our 26th anniversary of the Philippines chapter.
Apart from volunteers, there are TIMA members and drop training class participants.
Masarap po sa paramdam.
It's the first time for me to join. I'm very happy.
Experience ko sa Tzu Chi.
Joining the ranks of Tzu Chi made me deeply understand that as long as we have a good wish, there will be power to make the wish come true.
Medyo mahirap pero laging naaabot.
Tuloy pa ang pagtulong nila.
I hope Tzu Chi contribute to help the people in need in the Philippines and stay long here.
Foundation mas umabot pa ng maraming taon.
Affected by the pandemic, the ceremony was simplified yet meaningful. Everyone takes every step steadily and keeps going forward, looking forward to the coming of peace.
In Australia, wildfires have been raging, leaving one town with many houses needing to be rebuilt. Tzu Chi Sydney volunteers traveled 11 hours to distribute cash cards and blankets to survivors. Here's more.
During the Halloween holidays, nobody wakes up this early like this group of people. Sydney Tzu Chi volunteers have set off their journey before sunrise, as the round trip this time takes 11 hours. Besides the long journey, the weather is also a big challenge as rains kept pouring down. However, volunteers were determined to send their love for the residents. In the beginning of this year, forest fires raged. Eurobodala town, which is located in the mountains, was also severely affected. A local resident, Linda, has contacted Tzu Chi for assistance. Due to the pandemic, the rebuilding phase has been hard. Tzu Chi's assistance has provided a sense of calm for the affected residents.
To turn up from Sydney in this weather has been fabulous. To hear about you, to hear what you've done, and your beliefs, and your generosity and your love has been wonderful. And
besides providing cash cards and blankets, volunteers also told the affected residents where all this love come from.
Humbled that, with the generosity. I think it's very, very nice, and it will spread more in the community.
With the $800, I'll be buying a range of pipes, hoses, from my pump up to where the house will be, because I need to get water up there so we can build the house.
A total of 89 affected residents received the aid supplies. Volunteers and the residents touch elbows instead of hugging each other. In the face of difficulties, they do not feel helpless anymore.
Drive all this way just for just the sight of you is means a lot.
Really touched, and you know the great compassion and empathy of each member, and especially coming to a little small country town.
Volunteers care about the residents, and the residents cherish this love and care from the volunteers. With the spiritual comfort of the volunteers, the future houses that are going to be rebuilt will also be even stronger than ever.
In Malaysia, the pandemic has led to many restrictions. With Deepavali around the corner, Tzu Chi Malaysia Chapter prepared festive packages to be sent to the care recipients for the holiday.
In every box, besides the Jingsi multigrain powder, there's also traditional Indian pastries for the upcoming Deepavali festival. Even though the pandemic is still ongoing, Tzu Chi Malaysia Chapter continues to carry out its annual festival blessing distribution.
It's my first time doing these pastries for Tzu Chi. These are for the Deepavali festive packages that Tzu Chi is going to distribute to care recipients. I'm very happy because during the pandemic, business has not been good. Thank you, Tzu Chi, for giving me this opportunity to receive this order. I'm really happy.
Deepavali falls on November the 14th, so we are trying to send these festive packages to the care recipients' houses as soon as possible. We are also going to send the blessings from the Master.
Although everyone is busy preparing the festive packages, they still abide by the epidemic prevention SOP. While doing the preparation, they made some adjustments so that all the work can be done in a simple manner. Besides the festive packages, there's also a big red envelope.
We'll send our red envelopes to the care recipients through bank transfer. During the pandemic, besides material aid, we also provide blessings, enabling the care recipients to feel the warmth from Qi Ji. It is also a very good blessing.
This year, due to the pandemic, whichever festival celebrated by various religions can only be simplified. be that as it may, the love and care from the volunteers remains the same.
Staying in Malaysia, volunteers at Klang and Kota Tinggi have prepared packages for 87 Indian care recipients for the Deepavali festival. Here's more.
To celebrate the upcoming Diwali festival, Tzu volunteers in Klang and Kota Tinggi distributed festive packages for 87 Indian care recipients, hoping they can have a peaceful new year.
As the new year is approaching, we provided festive packages for our care recipients, hoping to lessen their burden. We also hope that the children of these families can celebrate Diwali happily.
Biscuits, canned food, and orange juice. These are the main items when celebrating the new year. During the pandemic, this festive package is also full of blessings.
I have no job and no income. Tzu Chi volunteers have come to our house to provide assistance. With the money, I am able to buy food for my wife and also milk powder for my children. I'm very grateful towards the assistance Tzu Chi has provided us.
I'm very happy because Tzu Chi provided us with assistance when I'm unemployed. Now with the supplies given by the volunteers today, I'm able to make pastries for my children for the upcoming Diwali. Tzu Chi has helped us have a peaceful and happy Diwali. I'm very grateful towards Tzu Chi.
Regardless of race and religion, volunteers have accompanied the care recipients with their sincerest heart, bringing more joy to lighten up the festive season.
Saya simpan boleh tolong orang.
Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital held a year-end blessing ceremony with 3 organ transplant recipients sharing their stories. Dharma Master Zheng Yan recognized efforts of the medical team and encouraged everyone to continue.
我们的医疗团队，我们祝福的掌声，也感恩。
Accompanied by their families and a medical team, 3 organ transplant recipients shared their feelings of being reborn. They expressed their gratitude and vowed to benefit the public.
感谢，感谢。
With my good physical conditions, I'll continue to contribute on the path of Tzu Chi.
Thank you, Master, for providing such good hardware equipment and a strong medical team. That is the reason we are able to achieve a lot.
A total of 9 hospital staff members have been certified as Tzu Chi volunteers. They include medical strategists and new medical staff. During the volunteering training process, they learn about Tzu Chi spirit, which they can apply in daily life.
As medical professionals, we can stand in the shoes of the patients. We can also apply the Master's teachings and explain things to the patients with a good manner.
The Master recognizes the efforts of the Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital staff and Tzu Chi volunteers for working together to help patients.
慈济人的爱会自动自发，去疼惜他、爱护他、照顾他，把他的生活呢完全改变过来。
The Master distributes red envelopes of blessing and wisdom to the ceremony attendees. She hopes they will continue to give of themselves in the coming year.
Dharma Master Zheng Yan held a talk at Xindian Jingse Hall. This year, the recycling mission celebrated its 30th anniversary, with many senior Tzu Chi brothers from Taipei area sharing their experience. Take a look.
Starting from 1986, August 17th, when the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital initiated, at that time, there were only 8 male members, which we refer to as the 8 guardians. We had to pave the roads with asphalt and set up tents.
Until Tzu Chi Nursing School's establishment, these groups of tough men gathered to form a security team. The next year it was renamed to Tzu Chen Faith Corps, and the member count grew over the years. Whether it's within or outside our country, when there's a construction aid project, they can be seen helping others.
21 years ago, around 1998, I heard Master Zheng Yan said that Tzu Chi in the early era has fewer records, so I thought I should record Tzu Chi.
Tzu Chi Faith Corps for 30 years, a journey from youth to old. Volunteers meet with Master Zhen Yan, expressing their gratitude.
There are also many members that join us because of recycling, becoming a commissioner or Tzu Chi Faith Corps member.
委员成为执行。
只要不挑出来的话，我们这混在那边会把它当杂质一样的。
Muta Recycling Station's 22 years. It started from under a wax apple tree, and now it's a recycling education station. Within the station, there are also highly ranked managers retiring from Taiwan Power Company, as he volunteers with passion.
Master Zheng Yan has taught us trash into gold, and gold to love, love circulates the growth. From this idea, I started to remove obstacles in my heart.
As the event was limited due to the pandemic, many made videos to send greetings towards Master Zhen Yan.
Master Zhen Yan, when we were at Xingde Road, you've been here already.
I am a cement worker, and I do not smoke, chew betel nuts, or drink alcohol. I save money to donate to Tzu Chi in order to help others.
讲一念心的爱，咱甲大家人讲，咱同时来做一项代志，伸出来的手呢，拢是爱心。爱心呢，是观世音菩萨的代表。师父呢，双手合十啦，就是感恩哦，观世音菩萨。
As the pandemic stabilized, Master Zhen Yan may travel to places, interacting with volunteers.
Tzu Chi's Oakland Service Center recruited many overseas Chinese from Vietnam, Guangdong, Myanmar, and other places in the past 18 years. Recently, it has become a disaster assessment center for wildfires. However, lack of space has led to renovation of the center.
Since this building is relatively old, many parts of this project must be taken for review. It is hoped that the construction team can be the communication bridge between the designer and the Construction Management Bureau.
The reason for wanting to undergo renovation is because 2 years ago, I found that the kitchen at the back leaked seriously during raining. Many senior volunteers slipped and fell when they cooked. Some senior volunteers even fell several times already. I think it's time to renovate it so that Tzu Chi brothers and sisters can feel at ease here.
I saw Tzu Chi brothers and sisters in Oakland are really very cooperative. That made me learn to listen to others' opinions, which can make things more complete and well-rounded. I've really learned a lot.
There were countless meetings held during the process. When the construction was about to start, I worried about whether the money was enough or not. But then I thought that when the masters was going to build a hospital, there was nothing but just broader thoughts of building for the society. So I felt deeply touched. I really did not expect that the Oakland Service Center can finally start renovation. There are many seniors bodhisattvas. I'm actually really happy. I have been here for more than 10 years. I can finally see there will be a new image of the center.
Wang Dingcai, a 41-year-old warehouse manager, registered for stem cell donation when he was a soldier. Years later, he was notified of a successful pairing. He did not hesitate to do the donation.
Tzu Chi volunteers visited the donor's home, 41-year-old Wang Dingcai, who made a stem cell donation 7 years ago.
I almost forgot about it because it's been a long time. A volunteer certainly came, but I felt a little scared because there were many scams at that time.
Ding Cai Man is very caring. As soon as he received a match, he was very happy and very cooperative.
Wang Dingcai, who thought that the volunteers may be part of a fraud group, learned that there was a successful pairing after he had registered as a stem cell donor when he was a soldier 21 years ago. He consulted his parents' opinion and later decided to donate.
I have to do this one thing very well, and since my current life is related to another person's life, the least I can do is take care of myself.
He believes he is saving a person's life, and he is even more careful when he rides his scooter to work.
With a simple interest in saving people, Wang Dingcai is more careful than ever when he rides his scooter to work. He didn't even hesitate to take time off work to take growth hormones, as he does everything for the recipient.
I'm just hoping the recipient can be healthy. The doctor giving me growth hormones also prescribed painkillers for me if I can't handle the pain.
Many conditions pop up during his health check. He overcame them one by one as he was very determined to donate.
Wang Dingcai is very happy to be able to complete the stem cell donation and hopes that more people will be willing to donate so that more patients will have a chance to be reborn.
In Indonesia, the pandemic has forced many people to stay indoors. Therefore, monthly electricity bills have risen sharply. In Tangerang, many people have already installed eco-friendly solar panels to cut their electricity bill.
Although installing solar panels might be costly, but it saves a lot of money from a monthly electricity bill. During the pandemic, many people are forced to stay indoors, causing the electricity bill to increase sharply. Therefore, many people choose to install solar panels to solve this issue. In Tangerang, Harry has proven this point. In the past, during the lockdown, he saved half of his electricity bill. The electricity generated by the solar panels can be used to charge phones, power the air conditioners, fans, television, etc. If other electrical appliances need more electricity, he will use the electricity provided by the government. Now his monthly electricity bill is around $42. Through a phone app, he's also able to see the daily usage of electricity in the house.
3 years ago, I've already considered on installing solar panels for my house. However, after surveying the market on solar panels, I noticed that the prices were very high. So I kept on considering whether or not to install them. Recently, the electricity bill has risen sharply, so I decided to install the solar panels.
It is not cheap to install the solar panels. Harry spent $3,500 to install the solar panel system, which can generate 4,100 watts of electricity. During the rainy season, there will not be enough sunlight for the solar panels. The homeowner can only rely on the electricity provided by the government for the home appliances. The surface of the solar panel must be kept clean at all times. Therefore, constant cleaning of the panels from dust or bird feces is a must. This is to ensure that the solar panels can perform at its best.
It's very environmental friendly. I have a little sense of pride because I'm doing something for the environment. I feel very happy because I can produce my own electricity and I'm able to reduce pollution. I feel that I've contributed a little bit towards environmental protection already.
COVID-19 has led to fewer blood donations in China. Tzu Chi volunteers in Shenzhen hosted a blood drive, collecting more than 180 blood donations in one day. We leave you with these images. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.